Welcome to the Bloom Show. This is Sahid, your host. The Bloom Show is brought to you by Above All Flowers and New Bloom Solutions and sponsors like Flora Asocolflores. So we're super excited today to have a special episode. And the special episode is Flora is back, which is super exciting to know and to hear about because I believe that after COVID, it didn't happen. So now it's back and we're very excited to have Augusto Solano, the president of Asocolflores, to spend some time with us and share why you should be there, who can be there, right? Because sometimes we think, oh, we can't be there, or is that the show for me? In all reality, I think as Above All Flowers and New Bloom Solutions is that all these shows are important for the entire flower industry to attend, either as a buyer or a vendor or as just somebody that wants to learn more about the flower industry. So again, very excited to have him on, and very excited because Above All Flowers, New Bloom Solutions, and the Bloom Show is going to be there. We are going to be there. We're going to be doing some live interviews, which are going to be exciting. We're going to be doing some booth interviews as well. So we're going to be covering it as much as possible so that we bring more awareness of this event to our audience. So if you have any questions, which again, remember, this show is by the floral community for the floral community. If you have any questions as we're interviewing Augusto today, please feel free to chime in. Ask any specific questions when it comes to transportation, even anything you want to ask about, even where you should go hang out and whatnot. He might be able to tell you, but anything like that, because again, it's a beautiful country. So when I get excited about going to these events, it's not just about the event itself. It's about spending time in the cultural aspect of the country itself. So I usually make a vacation out of it. But again, I'm looking forward to to hearing Augusto's aspect and perspective of the entire event and special people that are going to be there as well. So without further ado, allow me to invite onto the show Mr. Augusto Solano, president of Asocolflores. Augusto, how are you?
Very well. Hello, Sahid. Good afternoon. Pleasure to join the Bloom Show.
Thank you so much for your time. I know that you're a busy man and always traveling. So thank you for spending some time with us and the audience today to get the great news out that Flora is back. So, so let's chime in a little bit. And thank you again for being on the show. But let's chime in a little bit. If you could share a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get to what we're here for is Flora, which is super exciting.
Thank you, Sahid. Yes. I'm the president of Asocolflores, the Association of Colombian Flower Exporters. I've been here for a while, but in my past professional experience, I was a banker. I was in the sugarcane business. I was in publishing and a little bit with the government. But this is the period and the time which I have enjoyed the most, with the most beautiful product and best people you can ever meet.
How many years have you been with Asocolflores already?
Is 22 years.
Congratulations.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's exciting. So Flora started how many years ago?
It was 30 years ago. We're celebrating the 30th anniversary. Flora started a little bit before, but we couldn't celebrate on the 21st. But we're having that celebration this time, 30 years. It was 30 years when some of members in Asocolflores thought it was a good idea to get together for networking. But then somebody said, well, how come we're just gonna get together for networking? Better we invite some buyers. And they went ahead and they couldn't find a better venue than the Holstein Coliseum, a cattle coliseum. So it was unbelievable. And they got like 40 buyers. After that, we moved out from there, and it's been a great exhibition.
fantastic. So let's go through some questions here. How do you expect this International Cut Flower Show, because I know that's what it's considered, to contribute to the advancement of the floral industry in Colombia and around the world?
Well, it's been already 4 years since our last Proflora in 2019. And this industry really is about relations among people. So this is mainly a great place for networking and showcasing the product and getting together and trying to find the best way to promote our flowers. We have had 2, 3 years of great demand, and now we're seeing that is weakening. So innovation is important, and this is a great place to meet and bring new ideas.
I saw the vendor list, which is on your website. So please do check out their website at Proflora. There you go. Let me pop it up there. Proflora.org.co. And there's a great innovations. I'm always looking at different companies like services or packing and things like that. Can you share with us a couple of those highlighted special guests that you'd be excited to talk about?
Yeah, on one hand, we already have 800 visitors registered,
Wow,
which is a
congratulations.
record by this time before the show, because usually a lot of people just show up at the show and register. So that's very important. We are having 315 exhibitors, also a record, and the venue is 20,000 square foot, and 60% of that is going to be for flowers. The rest is going to be for suppliers. So it promises to be really a great show with a fantastic attendance.
That's great. And you said 60% of that is
Flowers,
flowers. Great. And
cut
then
flowers. This is mainly fresh cut flowers. So 60% of the show of the area is going to be for flowers, and the rest for suppliers of services or goods. And also, we're going to have, as usual, usually we have space for the associations, the American associations, and also the European associations. We're going to have a space for SAF, WUPSA, AFIF,
fantastic.
Wildflowers. But also this year, we're giving some space for something that we feel is very important, the promotion initiatives, the promotional initiatives. That means right now what we have is that flower feeling on one hand and the flower movement. I need people to connect with these initiatives, which are so important at this moment when we need it to strengthen the market.
Man, makes a lot of sense. And I love the angle is 60% and 40%, because sometimes it's overflow. You could basically go there and find all your business needs under one roof, basically.
Yes,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah.
Is
And network as well at the same time, which is important.
networking is really important. I mean, this time at the entrance of the hall, we're gonna have a lounge bar, bigger than before, so people can sit there, special for networking. It's gonna be great.
That's awesome. And if anybody's known to throw a good party, it is you guys. It is. There's always great party. Can you tell us? I know I'm jumping ahead. Can you tell us about any special parties or anything that you're planning?
Well, the party is the party is the famous party.
The famous
Uh,
party, yes, sir.
is the famous party. This party is we have it the last day, and this time it's going to start a little bit earlier to avoid the traffic. Is at Andres Carne de Res, and it's a unique party. It's a unique place where it's full of antique and eclectic knickknacks that fill it up from ceiling to floor, and
Wow.
great music, great food, and a lot of dancing, a lot of fun. So it's something you cannot miss. People who have been there, they come back for the party as well.
Yes, and you tend to host great parties at different conventions as well, giving everybody a taste of it. So if it's anything like the parties you've thrown here in the U.S., it's something you don't want to miss for sure.
Yeah.
So can you elaborate on any specific challenges or opportunities that the floral industry in Colombia is currently facing, and how this aims to address them?
Well, I think the whole industry, not only the Colombian flower growers and exporters, but the floral industry everywhere is facing is the weak demand. Definitely, after uh, after these 2 3 years of the pandemic, now we see a slump, and what we thought was going to be a habit, it didn't become a habit in buying. So we need to work together. Again, we don't compete so much among us. We compete with other products, as I always say, perfumes, wine, and everything. But we have a great product. And we proved during the pandemic that flowers have special benefits, among others, to help with mental health. That's what people found during the pandemic, that the flowers help them uh, fight with their mental health. So we have to communicate the benefits of the flowers. That's why I keep saying that we should support these initiatives, that flower feeling and the flower movement. And if we are able to get a market in order, that would be great.
Yeah. And it's just going to add a lot more value to all of us, and it's worth the investment and the look at. And we support both of them. So I agree. So why Bogota? Why? How many years have
Well,
you been in Bogota, and why Bogota?
many reasons. On one hand, the whole thing started here because Proflores started here because most of the industry was located here. Now is Antioquia has grown a lot, but still the Savannah of Bogota is bigger. And then at some point we decided to go to Cartagena in 2001, and that was mainly looking for the ocean, the Caribbean, a historic city like Cartagena, and yes, it was a great venue, a great city. But after 2 3 events there, we decided to come back looking for the possibility to visit the farms. That was very important. On the other hand, the venue was not enough in size. We had to split rooms, and the advantage of being in only one pavilion is great. So we came back because there was a new pavilion at the Corferias and the possibility to visit the farms, and also because Bogota is a great city with a lot of opportunities in gastronomy,
Yes,
museums, and a little bit of traffic, But nowadays all major cities have
you
this
can't
problem,
avoid it. Yes.
but you can avoid it. They cannot avoid it. But Bogota is the best place here in Colombia in this pavilion to have a Proflora.
And so, talking about, and that's what I love to do. When I went to Ecuador, I made sure to stay an extra week to visit the country, to visit the city. Can you tell us, are you planning any cultural events or any tours to the farms or anything special like that, so the guests could eh, take in the culture and the food, which is awesome?
Tours to the farms, of course, the day
Okay.
before the exhibition starts. We have visits to the farms, and you can register in the web page of Proflora. And we have several alternatives. And of course, in the past, that has been a plus. And also, some people, with a short flight, maybe before Proflora or after Proflora, they can even go to Antioquia
Yes.
to see the chrysanthemums and hydrangeas there. And if you have some time for leisure and vacation, of course, Cartagena will be my choice.
Your choice, your stamp of approval in Cartagena. I'm actually going to Medellin, so yeah,
Okay.
for 4 or 5 days as well.
Medellin is a great
Yes,
city. As a matter of fact, last week we had our board meeting there. Once a year we have a board meeting there, and that's at the same time of the Feria de las Flores. Is
yes,
this few days about flowers everywhere with the silleteros? Is a great
I should go.
festival, I would say, about flowers.
That's fantastic. So I guess because our audience is very diverse, so I guess the question for some people in the level of entry sometimes is knowing if they could attend or not attend. So who is this show open to, and who is welcome to attend this show,
I mean,
this
all the flower
festival?
industry in general.
Yeah.
Of course, the exhibitors will be there, mainly 60% growers and exporters from different countries, and also the suppliers. So the whole chain, suppliers and the distribution chain, wholesalers, importers, supermarkets, even the florist shops. I mean, it's an opportunity for people in the retail business to come and see firsthand where the flowers come from, and an opportunity also to deal with wholesalers directly. So the whole change, the whole industry, and also the media, the specialized media like you are uh, host here. So yes, usually we have more than 1,500 visitors from about 40 to 50 countries.
So, and I do encourage, if you're just in the industry, check it out. What? So I guess the quick question is, what is the cost for a visitor if you're just
If
attending?
it's a buyer,
Yes.
doesn't pay anything. If it's a grower, it depends if he wants to go the 3 days or 2 days. Is $450 for the whole show.
Wow, that's a great price, and maybe you have to confirm that, but that is a great price. That's a steal if that's the case. That's a
That's
great.
right, because I
Yeah.
mean, it's amazing what the exhibitors spend in their stands. They put a lot of money there.
Yeah, and you could just get that in one day of walking and eating off the exhibitors and drinking. That's already the $400 return.
Of course, of course.
That's great. So I see here. Let's go ask you another question. Any important information about the venue or dates that we want to go over? Just let the guests know. When is the event happening?
Well, it's going to be October 4th, Wednesday, to October the 6th, Friday. This time, we're not going to have the traditional inauguration ceremony at the auditorium. We're going to have an opening right at the entrance of the pavilion, and it's going to be a very special one. It's going to be at 9 o'clock in the morning, and also in the afternoon at 3 o'clock, we're going to have the award ceremonies, which is the outstanding varieties competitions. We have so many
Wow.
entries this year, and also the decoration and design, stand decoration and design. We have a great group of judges in both cases, top judges. And the only, Proflora doesn't have an academic program, because as a policy, we want people to have all the time for networking, for doing business, not going to lectures. However, we've made exceptions, and this year we're going to have again another exception. Is a lecture presentation of the research done by AFE, sponsored by Asocolflores and many other stakeholders in the industry, about botrytis and trips. two problems the industry has, and we thought it was important to do that. So that's going to be on Thursday morning, like at 9 o'clock. Those are the only special events that we will have there.
And do they have to sign up for the special sessions?
Well, the award ceremony, no, is going to be in the past, right in the middle of the entrance of the show. And for the other one, yes, I guess with AFE, you can find a way to register.
With AFE, okay.
AFE, so, right. American Floral Endowment.
American Floral Endowment. So you could maybe
yes.
register there or reach out to them. I do have here also visit on Instagram, Flowers of Colombia, Flowers of Colombia. So if you want to DM them, you can as well. And then as well, the website is proflora.org.colombia. So do check them out and go. And I guess we wanted to hear from our audience. Are you attending? And do you have any questions? If our audience has any questions, feel free to ask. And would look forward to answering them. So let us know. So Augusto, I'm super excited you joined, and I'm super excited that we're also going to be there, going live from our booth and also interviewing some of your vendors that will be there at their booths as we usually do. So we're very excited to have that partnership this year, and thank you for sponsoring this show, and thank you for working with us as well, as we really look forward to bringing this to our audience.
Thank you so much, Sahid, and looking forward to seeing you all here.
You've always been very welcoming, and your association is amazing, what you guys do, and I'm looking forward to the party. I'm looking forward to that party a little bit.
It's going to be a great party, special 30th anniversary party for ProFlora.
30th anniversary, that is amazing.
Yes.
So that's congratulations. And I know your team works very hard, like Christina in the background works very hard. So you guys have been working very hard. And again, thank you for the opportunity, and look forward to seeing you. So I'll put you in the Bloom Room are there any questions from our audience today? I guess we have a quiet audience.
Just to mention you something, Sahid.
Please.
The party is mainly for exhibitors and buyers. Okay.
Okay.
Them are the one invited. There's no cost for them, and we usually get between 2,000 and 2,500 people. So it's a good party. It's a good party.
Do they have to sign up, or how do the buyers or exhibitors register?
We'll get to you. Yes. We'll inform you how to get the entrance to the party.
Fantastic. Thank you again. Thank you to you. Thank you to Christina for arranging this. I truly appreciate you all, and look forward to seeing you, Augusto.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So again, always a great show, but really excited to talk about ProFlora, and very excited for us to be there at ProFlora, because we're going to be going live from our booth. So we are going to open a certain time that people can come by and kind of pop in. So that's going to be fun, exciting, a little different, but we are always looking to do things differently. So do check out proflora.org.co so you could sign up and register. Again, it is open to almost everybody. So it is worth looking at. I've seen last year, I saw many florists. Again, you can't buy directly from the farms, but in reality, you could learn so much and network with so many different people. So if you're a startup, if you're a florist looking and to learn more about the industry, go. If you're a buyer, you've got to be there. So a lot of our clients are coming with us, and we recommend them to go to make sure to check it out and to learn so much more about different opportunities with different growers and just the country itself and the industry. And if you can go visit a farm, it's an incredible opportunity. And the sessions they're having, the Botrytis session is super informative, that you could always take that information back to your company to create more value as well for your customers. So if you have any questions, you could always reach out to us as well. If sometimes we get calls, hey, should we go? Reach out. I'll give you my honest opinion, but right now, for sure, go. We're going to be there. So it's going to be super exciting for us, and we hope to see everybody else there. And as they said, more associations would be there, a lot of innovations, business solutions. And that's what we're excited to see, is because we're always looking for those next business solutions that could help the flower industry innovate, connect, and bloom. If you have any other questions, please chime in. And if not, see you next week. I think we have a show next week, as we need to confirm it. If not, it'll be the week after. But keep an eye. Remember to comment, subscribe, and like. Always very important to keep us going. But again, thank you for your time. Thank you for Asocolflores and Pro Flora for being on the show. Even though short and sweet, but we got the message out, and it was really always enjoyable to see Augusto. So again, thank you, everybody. See you again next time.